Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22. Jones looking to throw right away. Henry brings it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Open man is Myers. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 20-yard line. Our first down throw for Mills. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mills. That's caught by Howard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, 68 yards. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 13 yards remaining on second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he shifts past him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Throwing on first down, Jones. It's Myers again with another catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try. Folk's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his own brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Mills. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 31, Mills. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Moore, 31 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field, and that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Folks' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Pierce. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9. Jones, it's caught. Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Parker's got it for a New England touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action. Mills. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Davis Mills, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New England's offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So at 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing Jones. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones going deep here for Parker. And this is taken in at the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To throw, Mills. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's more. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Mills on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Davis Mills scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones dancing to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker. 77 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.